Hi everybody, my name is Trista Harris. I'm a philanthropic futurist and president of Future Good. Today I'm going to talk to you about the future of philanthropy, and the information that I'm sharing with you can be found in my recently released book, Future Good, which is available at tristaharris.org. First, I think the most important thing is to know that you have control as foundation staff to be able to create the future. So it isn't just something that happens to you, it's something that you create with the decisions that you make every day. So this is my future philanthropy model that I developed with the Institute for the Future. And what you'll see in the top left-hand corner is the way that philanthropy has worked for the last 100 years. The way that Andrew Carnegie did it is the way that it looked within many of our institutions, with top-down governance, often a board of directors that's disconnected from community-making decisions, very deliberate processes. First there's an application, then there's a board meeting, we all know the steps. Next is a small scale. We're supporting one organization at a time to create change. Explicit metrics, we invest X, we know Y is going to happen. Incremental impact, so small impact. This is where most of the frustration happens. We invest a lot of dollars, but we don't see a lot of change. And tempered speed, which is a nice way to say that foundations take a long time to make decisions. At the same time, we have signals of what the future of philanthropy is going to look like. We have the growth of participatory governance, where people impacted by problems are helping to make funding decisions about the solutions. Community foundations and social justice foundations have been doing that for a long time, but now independent foundations and corporate foundations are using this tool as well. We have Mark Zuckerberg giving a gift to an LLC instead of a traditional 501c3. I think that's a signal of what's coming next for flexible structures for foundations. We have the growth of giving directly and crowdfunding. GoFundMe is the biggest funder of healthcare in the United States. I think those platforms will only continue to grow. And so that last curve took 100 years. And this next curve, I think will take about 10 years or so, and we're probably in year 5 or 6 of this transformation to what's coming next. So in the future of philanthropy, we're going to have evolving flexible processes. We'll have multiple grant rounds that will be able to address multiple community needs happening at the same time. Our scale is multiple. There'll be a lot more collective impact tables, and we'll be working together to create change. There's not one foundation that's big enough by itself to be able to solve the issues that it's working on. There'll be an expectation for immediate speed. If there is a community issue, if foundations want to be relevant, we have to be at the table early with funding to support those needs. Transformative impact, which means actually solving problems instead of making them a little bit less terrible, and implied flexible metrics. So with many of these trends, we have two things that are happening at the same time. I think we will have even stronger, clearer metrics moving forward, where we know if we invest X, here's what's going to happen. But we're also going to have flexible metrics. So if you're investing in a collective impact table, you're unsure what's going to happen in the front end, but at the back end, the grantee can give you an update, and that's where the real learning comes from. In this model, I think it's important to not just throw out the baby with the bathwater. So we had the old way and here's the new way. We also keep what works. Philanthropy has existed since the beginning of mankind because a lot of it is great. And within each of your institutions, there'll be different things to keep. But the consistent things are donor intent, deep relationships, and skilled staff. The challenge right now is that these two curves are intersecting. So you have the systems of the first curve with the pressure of the outcomes of the second curve. Your role as foundation staff is to help your institution jump from that first curve to the second curve, process by process and system by system. If you'd like to learn more about future trends in philanthropy, go to www.tristaharris.org. Thanks so much.